Good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind the profile styles. Good do, that's how I look every day. We're enjoying a great way to continue to play our gameplay in the most purest forms. We're bringing it to you live and exclusive in your room. Whether you be a decent person or a mushroom, it's all good because we care about you. Every day, look, from 600 gone to 700. Yeah. And you can see, look, every day, understand, we're working towards our gains. We do have times, we may have ups and downs, but that's part of life. If you find people that are not struggling, it's only because they're doing something wrong, bro. So basically what it comes down to is the fact that when you are struggling in life, it's only because you're being real, You're fighting, you're struggling, you're clawing your way up. And through life, there are worries in life about your own well-being and security. You'll always be thinking to yourself whether you have enough loot, enough money to retire for your future. But the gains and the suffering of others is a total different type of, Alright, fair enough, you gave enough to the game earlier on. But now it's important to maintain it, you see. You got everyone into a habit. How are we going to wean everyone off this game? Alright? Action plan. How are we going to get all players across the Plunder Pirates that are worthy, wean them off the game? How are we going to gain a way to fill the void? It's all about filling the voids. Sometimes it takes sometimes to create a way for someone to forget someone. See, basically how it is. This game, you're so in love with this game that there's no way that you're going to give up on it. But if I was to give you proof of the wrongdoings of the ones behind the designs of the game and whatever, then maybe that will dishearten you from them, you see. But my job is not to break a source of income for someone that's being fed, that's put this sacrifice and hard work towards the game. My job is not to break up a situation in a negative sense. But if I was to slowly wean you towards realizing that the wrongdoers have been always overlooking, they've been looking and keep an eye overlooking, and I can bring the proof to you, and it will happen at some point. It'll happen more closer to the point where as soon as they say, oh, this game is going down within a month, 1 week, 10 days, that's when this channel, I want to flip to this channel. Whether I'm banned from this channel, whether I'm playing, whether YouTube has put new advanced algorithm dynamics into the YouTube, whatever the situations may be, I will make sure I have something prepared for you all to visualize and realize, you know what, Unique Rebel was always right. He knew about it, he chose to keep it, he held it back. There's a time to hold back and there's a time to release. And it's important that I hold back for now, but I will give to you, whether I still play the game, whether this platform allows me to. When it comes to the point, listen to me carefully, this is the point. When it comes to the point where Midoki have decided through Lindsay that they further no longer require the pocket full of coins, from the loyal players, that's when you switch onto this account, to this channel. I will make sure I upload the proofs to you and all those that be worthy and ever do. Wink, wink. So yeah, so basically, I will give you, so then it will be easier for you for the healing process of the void that is caused by something that you love the most, that you hold dear the most. That's what I'm trying to bring to you. So it's important that I, the unique rebel, I was always in the right places at the right times, even at times when it seemed like I was in my losses. I was always in those right points of time. It was very important for me to be there, for me to cause and create what I did at the time, for it to flip over the way it did and beyond. And then it comes to this point where I've got the proof for you and all those that be worthy. I will show it to you. I will show you a few things, and it will be enough for you not to just be heartbroken, but you'll feel the ease of accepting the fact that the game doesn't belong anymore and it serves it right, kind of thing, you know. Then it will be easier for you to step back and get on with your real life or something else in life. So remember, I have the cure. Once Midoki have decided they no longer require our coins, then turn to this channel and I will heal your wounds with a source of an approach that will help you to. It's like the detox, you know, you get it out of your veins. It will be easier for you. But basically, I've gained a lot over time. I've gained a lot of wisdom and understanding. Sometimes, when you know what you are today is because of the upbringing of someone, then for you to let go of their hand, sometimes there could be a situation where, say I give a good example. I was once put in prison at the time when my grandma passed away. As I was inside halfway from imprisonment, I heard the news that she'd passed away. And the letter that I saw inside the prisoners, the guard's office, looked like I was very joyful to see a letter from another country, but to only open it to see the bad news, to read it, to feel the bad news, to understand it, to absorb the bad news. It was very difficult for me to overcome it. But sometimes what happens is you hear a word that someone says, or someone before they passed away says something bad about, or something that you done negative. You know, it starts to heartbreak you, but it kind of eases you from getting away from that pain of not getting over it. You know, it's kind of difficult for me to explain, but I hope someone can grasp what I'm trying. Stop hurting the tune, I don't make a bit in here. Yeah, so there are ways, there are approaches in which it is easier to gain, to step away. It's very difficult to heal the pain, the void. It's very difficult to gain that, you know, something to fill the void. So I am the one that I will bring the void to you all. Once the time is close, I will gift it to you all for free, without the choice of a few coins or whatever. I don't need it. I'll give it to you all. I'll gift it to you. And you can see for yourselves what the situation and points are. And you can judge for yourself and make it easier for you to wean you off. Yeah, who has the ability to wean players across the game off of Plunder Pirates? It's not possible. It's not possible. But I can bring that to you. And that's what I'm going to bring. Yeah, at the time when it's right. For now, we continue. Whether I continue playing the game, whether they allow me to continue playing the game, whether I continue to do YouTubing, or whether YouTube allows me to continue, whatever the situation is, on this channel, you will hear from the Unique Rebel when they are ready to depart from you, and you will not be in the right frame of heart, mind, or spirit to depart from them. But when I give you the news and information, it will make it easier for you. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, allow me to retreat and go back to where I belonged. Basically, I just know the trade ship, the slave ship, that mushroom ship. Every Friday it comes, and what does it bring? Oh my, what it just came. What does it bring me? Nothing, look. But it brings you. Yeah, it brings you the ability to see that the Roamer Boomer Wickham outfit gives you a 4% increase damage done, but also gives you an increased 5% for the Legendary Pirate increased toughness. And it also gives you the Scarlet Assassin, increased damage done by 5%, increased toughness by 4%. That's for the Legendary Pirate themselves. It gives you a Bakuran, a Bumshield, a Benju, increased damage done by 10%. For the Legendary Pirate, not bad. Increased toughness by 8%. That's pretty cool. So it gives you the Protectors, increased healing by 5%. That's nice. Increased toughness by 4%. That's really nice. That's an ability for Annabelle. I think Annabelle should have an additional she should have an additional ability during the Thunderstruck. There should be at least one Legendary Pirate that has an additional ability. The Dodo Don, that's the one. Increased damage done by 5%. I'm glad there's one Dodo left at least. Increased toughness by 4%, but I don't know how it's going to duplicate babies or not. But anyways, Tiny Tyrant, you will get increased damage done by 5% for this Legendary Pirates outfit. Increased toughness by 5%, but remember there's increased damage done by 10% for this force for Sky Raiders, and you will most definitely get an additional buff during the Thunderstruck for the Sky Raiders. So anyways, allow me to go. Allow me to wish you a well, wherever you may be. I keep smiling, I keep shining, keep rising for your gameplay enjoyments as they evolve, but most probably the algorithm dynamics of the real life, and that's the one. Yes, so allow me in future to help you heal, the healing process, to fill the void that may be there. I'm not there for anything else. I know I got the approach, you see, I got it. I'm not saying I'm the best at what I do, but I've got an idea of how to do it for you, because it's important that, because see, with Madoki, they're gonna just, when it's time for them to just, move on, it's gonna be time for them to move on. They may say, it brings us great regret, the wordings, and sorrow to inform you of the situation that has occurred within our bubbles and our whatevers, and we have not allowed whatever and whatever situations, and blame, excuse, blame. And then they're going to say whatever, etc., and then circumstances, situations over the years and whatever's. We were gaining from the others, but we were losing from here, and we were still trying this, that, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to word it to you so well, and then they say goodbyes and farewells to our loyal, whatever. It was a great ride, great time, whatever. This is what's going to happen. Be a big letter. And then they're going to just say, like, yeah, you go your way, we've took your money now, and we got ours. And then you're going to all be in a depression and losses of like, oh my word, the game's going to finish, what we're going to do, rumble, whatever. All guilds are going to start emptying, you understand? So before that situation occurs, but as it does occur, as we prepare for that approach to happen, it's important that I, the Unique Rebel, bring you some more information showing what the thing was behind the veil of what they were doing at some points, and what they were causing and creating. And therefore it may help for you, the loyal players, for the healing process. Because when you realize that this is what they were really doing at some times, it kind of will just fill that gap of where you feel upset about them going. You'll feel more like, oh, after going, then it's all good, isn't it? That's what they were kind of like. That's what they were all about. Anyway, that was their priority number one. It was just about the pockets and that. But at the end of the day, it's not their fault that they are trying to help to gain the game to float at the price of the pockets of the players. It's important. That's what business are all about. They're molded around that model of business as priority central, number one. And what does it take to minimize the suffering of players and bridging the gap between the benefit of the company, but not at the price of the continuation of the player suffering and the continuation of the company suffering? How can we bring the balance? If they want us to watch more adverts, we'll do it. If they want us to, invest our gems towards outfits, we'll do it. There's players that are buying gems all the time and playing and trying to help this game to maintain. We're trying to help so many new players come into the game and gain entry in higher guilds. We're doing everything we have to do, and even beyond. We're willing to do more. We're willing to help every guild do the same. If Midoki want for 1 weekend only, they can drop the PR down to every guild and put every guild on open. No one can get kicked, and everyone can just bomb rush the whole areas and party break, and no one gets kicked. Yeah, and every guild gets full up. If Midoki wanted to do that, they could. There's no one stopping them. So I don't see, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know what to say no more. I don't know what to say no more. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call this video. I just don't know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, anyway, stay well. Have a good weekend ahead. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to yourselves. That's the most important thing. Summer is here. There's no update. We're gonna be out of the summer. There'll still be no update. We're into winter. There'll be no update. So what's the point? Yeah, what's the point? Yeah, the point is that Unique Rebel has the cure for you to wean off the game. And as we continue our journey through piracy, it will come just through the hands of time, patience. And let's stick with it for now. But when it comes down to the crunch, turn to me, remember me, and I will remember you. If only you knew.